Welcome to episode 2 of Verbally Challenged with HarikenBx. Let's get right to it. Welcome back, everybody. I got a good one for you here today. I just returned from Skullfest 2018 down from Maryland, and what an incredible time hanging out with everybody. Bobby Skullface and his family, inviting all the nerds from the pool table down to eat, drink, and basically have a good time. Incredible as always. We love the hospitality. Got to stay at Pnkr10's for the weekend and basically hang out with all my BTM brothers and Rumba Collectors family. An incredible time, I keep saying, just because that's what it is when we all hang out together. Lots of laughs and lots of stories that we'll be telling on Breaking the Mold on Tuesday night. So definitely tune into that and check it out. On this episode of the show, I've got some audio clips for you. Me and Energon Addict on our way to pick up Big Dom had a nice quick little conversation. We were planning on picking it back up once we had Dom in the car on our way back down to Bobby's, and fucking just got caught up and didn't record anything, but got a few minutes with Energon Addict in the car, which I think is hilarious. And then on Saturday night when we got back to Pnkr10's from Bobby's house, myself, JiskOne, Bricks on the Dollar, Energon Addict, Pnkr10, Frosted Flakes, G Money, Big Dom, just had a quick, nice little geek conversation, mostly talking about Gundams and model kits and stuff like that. But of course, we tangented off into other topics of discussion, which is pretty cool. So I got that here for you as well. A little bit of a different flavor for this episode, so I hope you really enjoy it. On the road again. On the road again. See, that was Dominic. Tell Dave I finished watching all 3 Lord of the Rings movies, extended edition. That's fucked up. Fuck you, Dom. He just put a bunch of, crying smiley faces. Alright, guys, what is up? HarikenBx here, along with...
Energon Addict.
You hear how happy he is? We're on the road, guys, on our way to pick up Big Dom.
Garden State Parkway South.
Hear that?
Yeah, fuck Dom.
On the Garden State Parkway, on our way to pick up Dom, so we could get down to Maryland for Skullfest 2018.
Toward Garden State Parkway South.
You're gonna hear.
A quarter of a mile, keep left toward Garden State Parkway South.
The GPS is chatty, so you might catch some of that. And fucking crazy getting out of the cities, right?
Hell yeah, man. Been driving for 4 hours trying to get to fucking Dom's house.
That's fucking crazy. I know you had a hell of a time just getting to me, right?
Yep. Oh, there goes my wife calling.
Oh, wifey's calling. That's it. Checking in, bro. You gotta check in. That's nice, bro. She's checking on you and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten my phone call yet.
Now keep straight on toward local.
Yo, this is gonna be the fucking worst road trip. Alright, so Dave was supposed to come get me by 2 o'clock at the job. He gave me a call, said he was a little delayed, so now that 2 o'clock...
Keep right
shut up!
To US 9 South toward Sayreville.
Shut up, bitch!
Do we have to keep putting up with that bitch?
Yeah, but I don't know how to get to fucking Dom's house.
Fuck, man. Just follow the directions and shut her up. Fuck.
That's true, but then I will...
Now keep
We won't know.
US 9 South toward Sayreville.
Fuck your fucking blue car, you fucking piece of shit.
Wow, you hear this? This is why I wanted to record, because you're just going to get the road rage. You're going to get the realness from the Bronx boys right now.
Fucking guys, I swear to God, man. I'll fucking kill somebody in New Jersey.
This is what...
Fuck fucking New Jersey. Fucking state you can't make left turns. Fucking shit. Everybody drives like fucking assholes.
That's a New Yorker's view of fucking these Jersey highways. You hear that? Yeah, this is gonna be the worst road trip. So he was supposed to pick me up at 2. He got to me by a little bit after 3. That was about 3:20 or so, right? You caught some bad traffic coming from home, and then the Cross Bronx is just fucking packed. So just
getting onto the Cross Bronx, onto the GW. Once we got into Jersey, a little bit better, but even fucking traffic on these fucking Jersey roads. So we're about 8 miles from Dom. We're gonna pick him up, and then we'll be getting on the road to head to Maryland. So it's gonna be a long trip. We were hoping to have dinner with the guys. Chris has been away from home for work and stuff, and Jisk was flying in, but Chris already let us know that he landed. I think Jisk should be landing anytime soon if he hasn't already. We're all supposed to fucking hook up for dinner. Hopefully, you know, we're all planning on being there about 8 o'clock, 8:30, the latest. Doesn't look like we're gonna get there till about 10, 11 o'clock.
Fucking shit, man.
Damn, dude.
Fucking hate this fucking shit. And yo, not for nothing, man. You haven't spent time with your family. You just getting on a flight, Chris. Fucking chill with your family. Be patient. Get some cheese and crackers out for your guest Jisk. And fucking wait for everybody to get there and eat as a fucking unit. Don't fucking eat now.
But wait a minute. You said Dom. We're going to meet Dom, right? Because Dom's going to be driving us?
Yeah.
You said this dude got to take a detour. Where the fuck's he going?
He has to pick up a toy to save fucking $10 on shipping.
What?
He's a fucking Jew fuck. Fuck you and your Corvette, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. To save $10 on shipping, we gotta take a detour. Yeah, so we're not gonna get there till about 11 o'clock,
fuck
bro.
Dom and his toy. He could pick that shit up another day.
Tell him to pick that shit up on the
He's
way
home all
back.
day. He could have fucking did it.
Word. Do you think next time, if we do this on a Friday, we're just gonna have to take the day off from work and leave early, bro?
And leave at 5 a.m. That
Just
way we can
leave
get there by fucking 5 p.m.
You know?
12-hour fucking drive.
With the fucking
like
traffic.
Or like my wife just said, take a plane.
Yo, that's real. We should fucking look into that next time. I used to take flights to Virginia to visit the fam and shit. Shit would only be like 45 minutes.
We'd be getting off the plane right now, meeting them all, Chris and Jisk at the airport. Talk about, yeah, we took a fucking 45-minute flight. How was yours?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely down to look into that shit, dude. When I was looking into like the car rental for this weekend, the shit was gonna be like $400, $500. Like the thing with though is that with Zipcar, they only give you 180 daily miles, and then they charge you about 30 cents a mile.
Well, I only give you 100 miles too, so after that, I'm charging you too for the ride.
I got your payment in my bag right now. You want me to pull this shit out right now? You know, so it's fucking crazy. And then I think when I was checking like Enterprise or whatever, it was pretty much like the same amount of money. So like if you're gonna spend that amount, it might just make sense to just check the flights and see how much it is, you know. Oh, I gotta check. And then the thing is, it's just kind of, I guess, getting picked up from the airport, however far it is, like in Maryland. So crazy fucking shit, man. We just hit up a rest stop, grabbed a quick bite to eat. We said about 6 miles now from Big Dom, and maybe we'll just pick this conversation up once we have him in the car. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
Make it interesting. Should be fun. But
have something to make fun of.
Yeah, word up. I think we'll keep you guys posted. I think this road trip's gonna wind up being torture. So just giving you a little preview, guys, of what's going on. I'm gonna be putting this in the next episode that you're hearing. So look forward to it. It's a little bit different than what you've heard already.
Hey,
so
you want to go to Maryland?
Obviously, you couldn't see that. So there was a nice little good-looking white girl on the corner that Dave was just hollering at right there. We're not going to be seeing too much of that on these roads. All right, guys, we'll pick up in a few minutes once we got Big Dom in the car, and we'll be making fun of him the whole trip down. All right? Peace.
I hope nobody took too much offense to me and Energon Addict's antics in the car, you know. This PC world, people get offended way too easily, you know. Take it easy, guys. It's just a couple of buddies having a good time, and no offense was meant by all our foul language and shit. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Our next clip up is, like I said, myself, Energon Addict, Pnkr10, JiskOne, Bricks on the Dollar, G Money, Big Dom, Frosted Flakes, talking about Gundams and other cool nerd shit. So hope you really enjoy this clip. Check it out.
Instructions are always like almost random with the parts that you're building. It's like, build this leg. Now build that arm.
Right.
How about a gun? It's like, can you like bottom up or top down or something?
Yeah.
So you basically you skip around and you do it in the order you want to do it in.
Was that your experience when you were building yours?
Well, when I built the RX-78, I did it exactly as the instructions said to do it because I didn't want to mess anything up because that took like 3 days.
Was that your first one?
No, that was my 5th one.
Did you show them the one that Robert gave you?
That thing, I would never.
No, it's in my bedroom. Let me go grab it.
What the hell is it?
I don't know.
Did any of you dudes buy that Icarus Voltron, the one that's supposed to replace that
Gary
Soldier?
did.
I don't have it anymore.
Is it not good?
No, it was very good. The paint and the quality, I didn't have any issues. I know Rob said one of his broke or something.
Right.
Okay.
No, it looked great. It just didn't fit the aesthetic I wanted. It's definitely more stylized.
Does it come with this? Oh, okay. Does it come with the same weapons display like that Soldier?
It didn't have the stage that the Soul Chigokin one does, but it had just as many accessories. Like it had like a whole tray of like all kinds of.
Dude,
stuff. It was good.
I'm wanting that Solid Chigokin Voltron now.
You're not gonna get it for under fucking $700.
Look at this motherfucker. How big this is?
Yeah.
Oh, the Nightingale. Oh shit, yeah, that's a little extra.
That's a big box.
Yeah,
for
that's
100.
How big is that?
I don't know.
That's
Really?
I mean,
Wait, but that's another grade. Hold on, let me see that box.
Gundam doesn't come sealed.
That's on another
If
level.
you buy it
Hold
from
on.
a
So
US
this is
vendor, they're like shrink wrapped, but
Reborn
in Japan,
100.
like, it's just a slip cover. They don't come sealed.
Perfect.
Is this the same as like a master grade? I never heard of Reborn.
Grade scale, but master grade.
Master grade type
Well,
build. Okay, but the scale of it is.
It's still
So
full.
do they take? Do you have to use glue and stuff?
No.
No, snap together. Yeah.
Where's that? Did you put that other one that you brought down back upstairs?
I can go get it.
Yeah, so just show.
Yeah, Char's.
Gary.
This is Char's mobile suit. That's dope. But I haven't
If it's
heard
salmon
of the
color,
Reborn
now,
ones.
if you open that, it's salmon. It's
Yeah,
not
open
red.
the box.
Don't be confused. Char is a salmon boy.
Yeah, I mean, just look at all the runners. So this is similar to the one I gave him, like the RX-78.
This is the
It had
shoulder?
a bunch. Just had a bunch. So, you just got to kind of go through
that
the
like
directions and
is
just
that like
put it all
a-
That's
together.
pretty big, though. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
This is perfect
It's
grade
pretty big.
box
This is 12
size
inches, it'll be?
for a master. It's not even master.
The perfect grades wind up being 12 inches or bigger. Yeah, 12 inches or bigger.
it's master grade is the next one up. Isn't that what you were telling me
No,
yesterday?
master grade is like the 8-inch
Oh,
like
okay.
scale.
Perfect grade
Yeah.
is the
The
master
biggest.
grade.
Yeah.
Is the level of difficulty. There's scales. It's
Yeah.
1/144
okay.
is like
Is a
this. 1/100 is the
scale.
size I get. It's like
And then
that.
this is a.
But that's a 1/100 like that?
And then
Yeah,
apparently
that's
this
a
is too.
master
It's just
grade.
a gargantuan suit.
No.
It's a bigger
This is the
version.
same scale as that.
Same difficulty to
Like,
put
oh,
that
there's a
together, but
1/144,
it's
the
bigger
1/100.
scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but you said that's 1/100 right there?
And
But
so
this
Yeah.
is how? Oh, because it's got a shit ton of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, so it's bigger, yeah.
Is that the biggest that they make them?
No.
No, they make them even bigger.
160 is called perfect grade, and that's bigger than this. That's like
And then they have
Like
12
a hot toy
inches.
size.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I
they
would
have
want.
148.
yeah. That's I mean they're nice,
That's
but
what I want is
the
like a
bigger the
big
size,
motherfucking
the
one.
fewer different suits they produced. So if
So
you
you
buy
gotta
the,
get a lot of
you buy the
variety.
little ones, you're gonna get thousands of different kits. You buy the ones I buy, there's hundreds of kits.
Yeah.
But these
I
there's
built a
dozens
few of them.
Oh,
I like years ago when I lived in California. I built some of these smaller ones, and I think I still have them in my closet somewhere. But I never was feeling them.
Look like Drift. Like it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it really
Drift
does.
is like a
I'd
Gundam.
seen that first, and then seeing this, I'm like,
And that's the original Gundam from 1978.
yeah, that's like the OG.
That's the OG Gundam right
That
there,
one right there.
which is my
Oh,
favorite.
that's the grandpa Gundam.
Yeah.
That's the one they have the huge statue of in
Now, is that
Japan.
the
Yeah,
origin
yeah.
one?
But dude, they made a new one of the Unicorn Gundam, which is one of their newer series. Like,
A huge statue.
yeah, like
that?
another big, huge statue. I was like,
Yeah, it's
holy
fucking big.
shit!
Like, I wish the city was just like, dude, let's put a fucking big robot in here.
Word.
Like, we're gonna celebrate this shit.
Exactly.
I was in Japan when
Exactly.
they were building the RX-78. I went there a couple times a week to see it.
Dang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there opening night and everything.
What's it made of?
Do they build it the same way, where it's like a skeleton first, and then they put on the?
No, just
No?
feet up. It animates.
What's it made of?
Does it?
Hello.
Huh?
Is it made of
For
rock
real?
stone?
Wow.
I don't know. What's made of it.
I just think that's cool. Like,
It's
imagine
made
like
Is it
if,
like a runner?
imagine if like all of a sudden you got like
that polystone.
aliens come down. They're like, dude, they got these big ass fucking robot. I don't know that we should fuck around with these dudes.
That'll be it.
Oh, I would love to see that in person though, because they're huge. Like you've
Yeah.
seen those? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, how the fuck are they doing that.
Dude, I
Like,
love
you
that they
know,
do
like
that
it's
shit.
incredible. It is incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that leg
What's
thing
up?
you were talking about?
So is
The
this
leg thing you were
Reborn
talking about.
100?
Oh yeah.
Did you get some in with Joe KW?
Do you guys like know what this is? Because I've never heard of Reborn like 100. So what is that?
dude.
So it's
Yeah,
an
no,
ungraded
but I
1/100.
I worked
have
it out.
A few
Slid it
Reborn.
into-
I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
and
from
so,
a
yo,
particular
dude, he
series
told
or
me
what.
Yeah. Well, it says it's Char's mobile suit, but I think this is from. I think this might be from Unicorn. Because he had his Zaku too
Yeah.
in the original series.
Yeah,
he had the
that was
Zazabi.
recorded. We talked
He
about
had the
that
Hayaku
on-
Shiki
I
and
had-
Zeta.
That was recorded.
Zazabi from Unicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
So-
dude, I gotta talk about this.
Unicorn. Yeah, like I think this might be from Unicorn.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's the name of the series.
This
Gundam
other thing
Unicorn.
didn't come up
Gundam
like
Unicorn.
That didn't come up.
Because Char is a character from the original series, but in Unicorn, I think the guy that was in the red mobile suit, they were trying to say he was Char, right? Even though like they were like it looked like Char, but I don't know if it was supposed to be him or not him. Did you watch Unicorn? You didn't watch it? All right. So
I've only seen Wing and 08 MS Team.
So how much are these kits? These big ass ones, like $100
Depends
bucks.
if it's perfect grade or not.
That's not.
I would say probably like 60
he
to
looked it up
80.
earlier. It was
That
like
was
80.
78.
Yeah, I was about to say
so, okay.
60 to 80 bucks for something like this size.
And perfect grade starts like 100.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's still the
roughly.
same size. It's just more detailed.
Yeah,
build.
you get way more parts, a lot
Perfect
more
Grade's bigger.
intricate
Perfect
build.
Grade's the,
Yeah.
Hot Toys
That's-
size.
okay.
Yeah.
And just so, like, these little sets here are like, what, 12, 13? I know he gets them even cheaper because he ships them from the slow boat, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Slowest boat.
yeah.
Slow boat 'em.
So like, yeah, there's like,
Like,
you know,
he's
you get
played
those
out-
Think
he's-
Geek
he's
stores in the mall that sell them and shit like that.
Don't
you
go
know?
there.
Yeah, they
No,
most
I
of
wouldn't.
them
I'm not
are-
into it,
I
but
mean, on a whim, if you want to put a set together, go to Barnes and Noble.
Right.
It has like 5
yeah.
or 6 suits.
Got some weak ass legs. Look at that. You tighten up them polycaps there.
Well, you're
and you do the same thing. You nail polish it. You tighten it up same way you would a transfer.
I haven't ever tightened
Just
it.
a ball joint.
You can't.
Oh, yeah,
All
okay.
caps are hard to deal with. Yeah. Well, I guess you can do the mail port.
Chris, would you consider like doing customs of these, like people that have built their Gundams? Would you consider like weathering and doing stuff like
I mean,
that?
I would probably be okay to do some weathering, but like if you said I want that in black, I'm not your guy.
To try to like paint every single like individual
RX-78
piece.
scrap
And,
on
Yeah,
That's
you
my
gotta
Gundam.
think that.
Yeah, well, if you watch like the
joints,
1979
Gundam.
Gundam,
yeah.
where it looks like
Not
Voltron, like animation style.
White base.
He's I mean, it's not mine. I don't want to break it, but he's
I don't.
a little bit floppy.
And that's the third version of that. Like that's Master Grade version 3 of that particular Gundam. Supposed to be the best
Does it have
best
vehicle in
version
the
so
center?
Now
far.
I have
It does, yeah, but there's not another part to put in the middle so where it can stay together.
Yeah, it has the core. Like, does it come out though?
It does come out, but it's really tight.
Oh, all right,
And
because
it kind of falls apart when you're trying to do it.
I never built it, but I think like when I looked at the instructions, I'm like, holy shit! Like all, yeah, it has all the details.
So I know you don't have to glue it, but why wouldn't you glue it?
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You're saying stuff falls apart though, like
No, it's at ball joints. It's
okay,
got built-in ball joints. Pretty much every.
so it can be articulated super crazy.
Why do some Lego sets completely hide color bricks inside the model? I can't. I've been building a few, and I can't figure it out.
Oh, why you'll get like an orange brick in the middle of a gray
Yeah,
ship,
completely
but
covered
you
up.
won't see it at all.
Every angle.
Because the person who designed that has a sense of humor, I would imagine.
I think it's just a.
Or maybe they just had an extra.
Sometimes it's to make that portion of the instructions easier, where it's like it's too much of the same color blended together. Like, well, I know this is my like center point where I know how far things are from this because it's friggin' orange.
Yeah.
And a lot of other times it's like we got to push out some more of these orange bricks.
Yeah,
We got a
there's a whole bunch of blue in the wing, each wing, and you don't ever see.
I mean,
it.
there's yellow and blue and all kinds of weird colors inside the big Falcon.
Yeah, that's true.
His waist will come apart. It'll just fall down, but it won't break. I've dropped it on the hardwood.
So I could never be satisfied with this scale. Like I have one of them I bought because I have the same one in this size, and I like it so much that I wanted to get a little one.
That's probably like my favorite size. Like even though perfect grade bigger, but I prefer that. I think I prefer the Master Grade.
So
Master Grade is awesome.
He wanted to try some out. I'm like, well, okay, these are $12. Let me get you some of these before you're.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. The high grade is a good way to start. The easy, simple, to see if you like the process, and if you do, then go further. You know,
It's the difference between preferring like 3 3/4-inch action figures to 6-inch action figures.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
6 inch is the new norm, and 3 3/4 just seems like little kid toys at this point.
Yeah.
So I've got one of those that I made, and then I have another one somebody else gave me that I haven't built yet.
When you're building a
Everything
perfect
else is
Gundam,
this size.
each limb is like a regular model. Like
Really?
Lego Master. Yeah, that's what it is. It'll take that long. But you have to build the whole exoskeleton first.
Come from
Man.
And you have to build all the parts.
the gauntlet from the back of the.
That's
You have to put this in.
Yeah, you have. There's a
And then
little
kinda wedge
plate
it around
on the hand. You
Yeah,
have
he
to take
broke.
off. Well, that was the first one I put together, so it's pretty poorly done.
And that's the thing, like I could imagine like maybe you can glue on the pieces just
Yeah,
to make it a
there's
little bit
some-
more
there's some
sturdy and
that
stuff
you
like
would
that.
probably wanna glue.
Yeah,
I haven't
you know.
done any gluing.
I've never done
If you know the technique, like, you know, like if I knew how to do it, I'd probably do it just to make sure it's a more solid piece.
Yeah.
Because the couple of the ones I built, and I had to kind of like take them off the shelf and put them away. Like they're, you know, you do worry when you're manipulating them to make sure, like, oh, this piece fell off. Let me
And
put
there's,
this back
there's a
on.
lot of shortcuts they
Yeah.
take with the little ones like that.
Oh yeah,
Watching you
yeah.
post figures is like watching a monkey try to
I know.
football.
So you were saying it was the first one that you
These
built.
are fragile.
If they
I
snap
wanna-
together, how could
Yeah.
you build them poorly?
Push it ground.
You're just not fully snapping it all together.
fuck.
You're not like
Mates
filing
don't
down
break
the
these
nubs.
things?
When you
Oh,
cut
okay.
off the screw. I don't file.
Yeah.
It. Mine looks like shit.
I mean, no. I mean, when I cut them, I do have like I try to take off that little nub. I do that, but like that's as far as I go though. Like I'll snip them and take off the nub, and then I'll put it together.
But I'll snip it and then I'll take
Yeah.
an X-Acto blade and get it off.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you have the tools, you're fine. Before I built my first one, I'm like, okay, what do I fucking need to do this? Okay, the clippers, whatever to sand it down, you know,
So, I mean, I
and
was
that's
using
it. Like,
a dull
oh,
straight
dude,
blade
you were
for a
using
while.
a fucking straight razor. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Just get some fucking snips. Just it's so much easier, you know. At a
You're
hardware
using
store.
a razor blade to cut it off the sprue.
To sprue like your pocket. Like you're gonna fucking cut yourself.
That was my single tool.
I was just waiting for it to be like,
I was like, hopefully I'll.
You gotta get the guys somehow.
I started to show my boy here some more adult movies from my youth. So
Oh, nice.
we started out with not that. We started out with Office Space this past week.
you said adult movies. I'm like, okay, wow.
The 1992 classic. You're gonna love this.
So and then next we got Friday to watch, Half Baked, Grandma's Boy.
Half baked. We just saw the clip of that, like on the way up. We were like,
It's a risky operation, but I think it's worth it. I hate your face.
Yo, Mama's Boy is the fucking greatest, yo. That shit is fucking... Grandma's Boy. That shit is dope. That is hilarious. The shit that made me funny was like the dude was like jerking off and the mom walked in and he's like, I can't stop coming.
Dude, I love that.
I can't stop. Like, oh my god. It's fucking crazy.
Huh?
So you can wake me up to play video games or something?
I'm sorry.
You're balls deep in your turtle.
Yeah, race car bed.
Yeah, but it's a sweet bed.
We got a radio to talk to the race car bed.
You're a hooker.
I've never. So you ever seen that?
Did I win? Is that good?
I scored.
You ever seen that movie Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald?
I have.
Yeah.
I've
Not
never
a long
seen so
time.
many dead hookers in my life. The car lot, and he's popping the trunks of all these cars. He's got these paying all these strippers like, I've never seen so many dead hookers in my life. Some funny stuff.
Mason, you gonna build this?
I mean, what do you want me to start right now?
No.
Do it.
Right now.
Do it by sunrise.
I don't want you to build this and then it's like, God, what is this? Because that's what I would say.
Well, what else is it going to do with it?
I don't know. You said it was a gift?
It was a gift. Robert D.
So you put it at the bottom of your to-build pile and
Well, I
keep
have-
it there.
I have
And keep
nothing
buying new ones and keep
build.
stacking on
build
top.
pile right now is that.
I do one so you don't get to this one.
That's what I'm doing currently with one of the ones I have. I've got 8 in my build pile.
Actually, pass me that. I want to look at the instructions.
Well,
So
I'm-
I'll tell you,
I'm glad you did this one justice though, because like I wanted to build it. I was just like, I'll get to it. The first one I ever did was a real grade version of this, but it's that scale, but like a perfect fucking grade quality.
Like, that
I was like, how the fuck did
articulation
I
on this
start
size.
with this?
That's
that
the one
shit
I'm
was
putting
so
on.
hard to fucking build.
Somebody gave me real grade Johnny Ridden Zaku 2, and it's like that articulation on this size.
On that
so everything's
size.
tiny
and a lot of pieces.
Unique
And that was my
tweezers
first
are part
one
of
that
it.
I built. I'm like, fuck. But that was a good way to break myself in because I'm doing a master grade or a high grade was easy. I did a high grade. I did that shit in like 2 hours. I'm like, this is fucking easy. The real grade took me about 14 hours, like from start to finish.
I have like 3 It's only got 16 steps.
Monday.
And each step has 12 sub-steps.
See here.
That's wild.
It doesn't look
Did he respond to you?
Who?
About what time tomorrow?
Oh yeah, he said. That's exactly what he said.
There's actually not that much.
I'm up early. I don't have a set time. That's a word. Alright.
That is so vague.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay. So in the
We
morning.
get there at 5:30 and you're not up. I mean, where's the bacon?
Dude, this is really like.
Man, I'm fucking tired.
Oh, look.
Does it have a? Does that one have a less
break?
No, it just
huge form? Like, does it have a
I don't.
kind of a robot that goes inside of it, or is it?
No,
You know they read right to left.
You guys crab.
You may start from the other end.
Left to right.
That's some funny shit.
I mean,
I feel like I did have one that was like that. Though.
Oh, it was like legit a Japanese version that was.
Well, I mean, they're all Japanese versions.
But I mean, like made for.
I feel like I did have something where I had to read it backwards.
See, so the thing with these is like you get the sense of accomplishment, but you know they're still like you have to treat it with kid gloves, like the pieces
Right,
fall
they
off
don't-
or whatever. So you just have to take care
But
when
you know
you're.
what? They fall off, they don't break off.
No, like it just you just put them back on. So
Yeah.
you just got to be careful when you're maneuvering it, posing it, doing whatever, and
Right, I mean, it's not
fine.
a kid's toy.
I don't got time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you not?
I don't got time to fucking be.
Why don't you just pay somebody to build your Gundams?
Yeah.
Hey,
I gave you.
The dude at
Reddit.
Darius'
What do
place.
What do you do for a
That fucking
living?
Image
I'm a
Anime, like,
professional Gundam builder.
like if
I
you
build
want,
model
you
kits
could
for
bring
people.
your model kit to them. If you don't want to build it, they'll build it for you or whatever. I don't know if they charge a fee, but
They have to.
I'm sure they will.
They do.
It's
But
like
yeah,
5 hours of their time.
yeah,
They charge by the hour.
yeah. You could get your shit built like by them. I remember I asked them like about that one time, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do it."
Can you stand over their shoulder and say, "Keep going, faster, faster"?
You missed that. I don't like that. I don't like that screw mark.
What are you doing with that peg?
He's just getting up. Just start over. Take it back apart. Start over. Break it all off.
Get a file down.
Yeah. Did you do any of that with this one? As far as like the nubs, like the pieces, like when that you cut off the runner, like did you sand that stuff down?
I especially make
So
sure
you-
to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you look like you put the time into this. Like
I've
you
never
did the
sanded
panel
it.
lining and stuff like that. You put
I've never sanded it
the
in.
stickers
Mine are rough.
on, like
Yeah. Regular snips. I can go get them.
You gotta get yourself some nice stuff.
We can just keep bringing that in. Let me see. But I'm not trying to put the laser back on. If it's
He
all
has a pair that I actually bought. A nice
Mr.
pair.
Hobby?
Huh?
Mr. Hobby's really good.
I mean,
Them
but it
God
looks
hands.
good though, right? Like, you know,
Oh, it does look real good.
One of
Like,
the
the
brand is
arms are
God
cool
Hand.
as shit. And
and
They're
the
like
articulation is
$50
there,
snips.
like you know,
Yeah,
like
$50.
it's
There's no need for
basically
that.
an action
There's no
figure.
need
You
for
just
that.
gotta
Yeah,
fit
there
it
is.
with
You
your
have
gloves, you know?
$50 snips.
And you
Yeah.
and like I
I
said,
used to
just
do
a
a lot
sense
of
of
all of
accomplishment when you're done
When you
building
have
something
really-
like that. You're
you
like,
have
I
nice
fucking
ones,
built
you
that
do not
shit.
wear-
Like I made it.
It's like a Ginsu knife.
Yeah,
You
that-
know, like look at you saw those runners on that
That's
thing.
the-
So like imagine from going to that from seeing it fully built. Like
That leg part
feel
could be
good.
used to tighten up right there. That's been falling out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Right out of
That
there.
had 23 runners in total.
Wow. How many does that one have?
This one, I'm not sure. I
yeah, no,
Look
it's
at that
cool.
many.
Like, I mean, they look cool as shit.
Yeah.
And you can put an LED in the chest and it'll light up the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, for this one?
Yeah.
It's
You have to do all the wiring, unless it's one of those disc ones.
No, it's just a disc. you put
Okay,
in.
for the
Does
perfect
it
grade,
come
you
with-
have to
does it
thread the
come
wiring.
with
and
the-
all that.
oh,
Is it $5 or $12?
Somewhere in between there.
They're like 7 from Japan.
Well, then
Yeah.
literally it right between there.
Yeah.
I had the original Perfect Grade Zaku, and you had to paint the eye red. I was like,
Really?
it's a clear piece. I'm like, what?
Paint?
Really?
No sticker.
No sticker.
It's one of the ones on my list.
PG?
There's only 3 PGs that appeal to me.
Yeah? What's the other one?
both versions
Yeah,
of the
I don't know why it does that.
RX-178.
They're like just
Which
pop
is like
that
the
out.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I have Zeta, and I have Zaku, and I have I can't remember. Gundam Seed. There's no Gundam Seed back.
It's cool. It looks cool as
Yeah,
shit.
it's called.
Hey, if you let me mess with it, I'm
Let's
gonna see if I can get the core fighter out of it
Is that
without
the
making it explode.
strike?
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah, there's
in
a
the
piece
chest?
in the chest. It's like a little ship that comes out.
Yeah, there's a little pilot in there too.
Oh, for real? Oh, nice.
Yeah, that,
Oh,
that-
in the ship?
that's full
Yeah.
madness though, because
It's-
it's like
and then
this
the pirate-
big, and they expect you to paint it.
The pirate.
Like, how the fuck are you supposed to paint that?
No way.
Yeah.
The best you can do is
I'm
like
sure
he's
there's
in a
probably
green
some
suit,
sick-ass
all
custom
green, and his
painted
face
ones.
is
Oh man,
tan
yeah, that's
color.
the whole thing.
Yeah, they're so big, and then you watch the show, and they're like just cutting through each other, like that's a huge seat. When you gather, you really
That's the power of beam weaponry.
grasp the scale of what's going on.
Beam weaponry.
Yeah, dude.
Pre-Jedi.
And then
Jedi.
the
You have
the
three of them
fingers
in here in triple
are
beam.
all articulated.
They make a like a 1/12 scale beam saber hilt, like so it's scaled for a person to hold. So, the white stick that he's holding that the laser comes out of.
Are all these suits related to some type of fiction?
Yeah.
Like everyone that comes out has been in.
Yeah,
has
There's
been-
some that
There's
are only
Universal
in comics,
Century and
but most of them are from a show.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. They got like two different types of continuities, so Universal Century, which the different series take place within the same timeline, different years, because it's very political. War.
Oh yeah.
Like these things are suits that
Sion.
people use for war, like and shit like that,
After
so,
Colony. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got like the
Sion.
like the series like Wing and some of
It's After Colony.
and G Gundam, yeah, like so it's a different type of continuity, not set in the same Universal Century, not
they
the
have like
same
those
story.
iron-blooded orphans and stuff.
Yeah, so that I heard is Universal Century,
It's
right?
way in the
future, like after all this original Gundam stuff. So I heard that's a good show, and I want to watch it.
I watched the first episode.
It's
pretty
good.
sick.
I'm not
It's sick. I mean, it's really
drawn
good.
to the fiction so much, so none of the suits I have are from the same series. None of them are standing next to their counterparts or anything like that. I like the ones I like.
Yeah. That initially was
Shower
what drew me
time.
to it, but when I started watching the shows, I was like, this is good stuff. The original Gundam, like, I love the design of it, but when you watch the animation, it doesn't hold up nowadays.
It's full, like, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah,
Like,
but the storylines
Very
are
too.
fucking
There's
good.
tons of filler because there's
Yeah.
a TV show.
If you watch the movies, they give you the condensed version, basically. They basically cut up the episodes to make 3 movie versions of the entire series. 43 episodes, I think, total, right, for that first Gundam series?
I don't know.
I think it was about 43, so they basically cut those 43 episodes into 3 movies. Like 3
I saw
2-hour
the one they
movies.
brought to Cartoon Network in the 90s, and I
Yeah.
saw one other one that my friend lent me the DVD. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good story. It's a good story. And then they did the same thing with Zeta. Zeta, I think, went a full 52 episodes, and they did a 3-movie series, like, on that, where they condense it, they cut the filler and the bullshit,
Yeah.
and they give you, like, the main storyline,
And the weird
you
thing
know?
about Gundam is when they're in space, they can't communicate to each other because there's particles in the way. So let's say that the one Gundam has to touch another Gundam to be able to communicate.
What series is that from?
It is
First original Gundam.
Okay.
Martinsky particles.
The particle, that's why
They can shoot a wire to you?
that's why they have to fight in the suits, because those particles make long-range weaponry, like, obsolete. So they have to do close combat fighting with the suits and shit like that.
I don't know
So they
anything
have
about
to get
that.
in each other's
Yeah.
faces. To
And
war.
adds
It's a
lot-
battle. It's a war.
It adds
It's
another
all...
element to this thing, because
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're
all
in the
political.
super high-tech thing, and your buddy's right over there, but you can't talk to him.
Yeah.
So it's just Xeon versus the Fetties.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
I always thought Gundam came out before Star Wars, but it was vice versa.
Yeah.
So Gundam kind of borrowed the lightsaber and the Jedi.
I mean, they're
Came out
both
around the
borrowed
same
from the
time,
idea of
like-
swords.
Yeah,
No,
this
just
is-
borrowed from the idea of
the
sticks.
manga came out after Star Wars.
After?
Yeah.
Hey, careful.
You be careful.
Hey, yeah, this isn't happening. I don't know why, but it is not
Yeah.
I'm
one
pretty
to
sure
come
we'll
out.
all be good.
But I mean, you could see it in there, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
let me see. I think you can still see the pilot in there if you look close enough.
And the core fighters are pretty stupid, so it's not worth it.
yeah, because look, you can see the cockpit, like, there.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't want to come out, so I'm not gonna try.
So that's the RX-78-2, which is very similar to the RX-78-1.
Yeah, just as a core fighter.
That's no difference? I thought there was a very similar. I have the
Well,
RX...
the whole abdomen is different because of the core fighter.
Yeah. I have the RX-78 3, 4, and 5. I don't have that one, but I have the 3, 4, 5. The 3 is like all gray, like a prototype almost.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
The 4 has blue, and he has this rifle that has this red tube that goes to a Walkman looking thing that's plugged to his side. And then the 5 looks like Heavy Arms from Wing. It's red and orange and white, and he's got this big Gatling gun.
Chuck, have you seen any of like the the Gundam like origin stuff? So the more like like new animation and stuff, but they focus on like Char and the lead up to the original like Gundam series. Heard that was like really good.
Drop, or?
It's supposed to be before.
Oh, really?
Like it's I think like 6 1-hour episodes leading into the original series.
Did they ever actually drop a colony on the Earth?
Yeah, on Australia.
Awesome.
Yeah,
they killed Australia.
Like, dude, like it's crazy. Yeah, they'll fucking drop like dropping a fucking meteor or a bomb
that whole
just on a population.
series,
boom, fucking just people wiped out.
It should have destroyed the Earth, but
the whole Wing series is about like the threat of dropping. It's called Operation Meteor, and it's the threat of dropping a colony on the Earth, but they don't do it in Wing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, they did it in the original Gundam, right? Like they
that's how it's the opening sprawl before you showed him again.
Yep. Just like damn, and they did it in Char's counterattack.
Oh yeah.
He dropped like a colony like on the planet.
That's their stick. It's like their Death Star.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like in Age of Ultron when he's trying to drop Sokovia.
Yeah, basically, like, because the thing is with that series is that, like, since the Earth is overpopulated, they created space colonies, and people live in space, but they're controlled by people on Earth. So the people that live in space are like, why are people on Earth dictating what we do in space? You know, like, so.
Yeah, they treat the colonists as lessers.
Yeah, exactly. But since people are living in space outside of Earth's gravity, that's what created the new types. Like the pilot of that Gundam, Amuro, is considered a new type since he was born in space outside of Earth's gravity. He has special like abilities and stuff like that.
And not everyone who does that gets it. It's just like a Jedi.
Yeah, it's just
one
random.
of a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
You going to bed? No, this is what I do.
But their skills are so ridiculous compared to all the other pilots. One new type can destroy a whole.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Yeah. So the principle is like Amuro was a new type.
Yeah, I've seen him on Amazon.
I didn't even panel line this one. This is the first one I built.
And then Dave got up
I
and
gotta go back
closed
and
it.
panel line it.
If it's fine, I'll probably be up.
It's very preferable. That's my boy right there.
Yeah. Oh, you built this?
Boy. That's the first one I built.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
And that's like as big as the one you have.
And that is from some kind of fucking.
This is from Iron Blood and Orphans.
Oh,
which is
okay.
like the current TV.
Yeah, that's the
right. I've seen a few.
Almost
I've
the
seen a
current
few
series.
of the episodes, but
I thought Unicorn. Like it's only like it's like 6 1-hour movies that kind of lead into. If you want to check them out, I'll throw them up on my drive. It was really good.
That would be probably
really
the only way I'd see them is if someone just like, here you go.
Yeah, I'll hook you up. I got them. They're really, really good.
Macross is also good. It's a whole different series.
do some of these come with the stands, or you have to buy your own? Like
No, they sell them
stuff?
separately.
Okay.
Yeah, they sell them separately.
Some of them
But
do,
they're
though.
cheap, dude. They're like fucking $8
Some of
or
the
something like that. Like
some of the really winged ones come with a stand.
Like
my
this one
friends
here,
just got
like
one
it looks
and
all
it
massive
comes
and
in.
crazy. Like
yeah,
Probably
yeah,
comes
some
in
do.
there.
Yeah, some do. Yeah, some do come with them.
But I have 8
You'll be here
stands.
eventually.
Really?
One for each of the detail sections I use.
Right.
I'm thinking about switching over to the Fitzjoe though, like Brink, because I really don't think the cubes work for Gundam so much. I'd rather have a wider, less.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear that.
I started all that.
Oh yeah.
That was the first guy. Yeah.
I'm thinking about switching over to that. It just I wouldn't even have details if I didn't get 4 of them for free from the landlord.
See, that's how I'd want to do it, man. These things almost need to be shelled.
There you go.
Cell shaded.
Yeah, that looks
You know
good.
what I mean?
That looks
Yeah.
good.
I've seen
So
some.
I mean, you're
custom painted and cell shaded,
yeah. I mean,
you
you're
know?
only limited by your imagination. Like these things are meant to be customized. Like they want you to paint them, but you don't have to.
Right.
If you're just not talented.
They have
But
competitions
like,
where
Jesus
they
Christ,
just
like
customize Gundams.
the weathering, like that I've seen on some of those figures. I'm like, I wish I was that talented. Like
you-
you just.
Did you ever go to Gundam
perfect.
Planet?
No.
It's awesome. They got a whole like aisle that's just behind glass display of this like giant battle.
Oh, nice,
Great.
nice.
All fully done, custom,
Yeah.
full diorama. with the little creepy felt trees and everything.
See, now that's cool. Like, they had displays like that at, like, the New York Comic Con in the Javits Center, so they would have their displays and they would build, like, set pieces. So it looked like a battle. Like, you know, like you were watching a scene from, like, a series.
The one was, like, this like, trashed farmland that had a bunch of, like, Fetties and Xeon fighting and a bunch of, like, derelict, rusted out suits from, like, a previous battle and stuff. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
That's,
And the thing with those Japanese series, like, the themes that they touch on are just way more deep than, like, the shit that we would get here, you know? So it's animation and stuff, but it's like, it's fucking adult, like, you know? They just don't have those standards and practices that we have here. Like, that's too heavy for these fucking kids. They just throw it out there. Like the Gotcha Man. You know, motherfuckers were getting blown up and shit and killed. It's like, holy shit. You know? Or the Voltron, you know, they just try to tone it down for us, but, you know what the fuck is going on.
There was a lot of crosses in the original Voltron.
Yep. So, it's good stuff. If you could kind of, for the older series, if you could get past, like, the animation looks, you get a good storyline out of it. And then the newer stuff is just fucking incredible. Like, just the way it looks. Unicorn especially. Like, I'll send you that. I'll upload it to my drive, and it's only 6 episodes, so it's basically an easy watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could just get right through it. It's really good. I'll send you the link too. I'll send it to all you guys. Once I have it on my drive, I'll just, it's easy.
Because I've seen Wing, and I've seen 08th MS Team, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I got the original series on DVD. I got the Zeta, Char's Counterattack. Like, basically, like, the Armor, like, storyline. Like, that was, like, my thing, you know? And Char's Counterattack was really
But if you don't go for just suits that appeal to you, you should try to figure out what themes appeal to you. Like, I've been getting really into the GMs lately, which is like the
GMs are awesome.
The mass-produced.
Oh yeah, like it's
nobody
like,
in particular.
Yeah, it's
suits.
the grunt, like the grunt mobile suit. You know,
I'm making a GM Death Squad right now, which is like I'm going to get every different GM in that scale and just have them all posed in like this pack with all these different weapons, like they're all specialists and they're on a mission.
Yeah,
the GM Death Squad.
Yeah, the soldiers. Those are like the soldiers and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I have what I have right now. I have the Quell, the Jesta, the Sniper, the new one, the 2018, that Colony type, the one I got at NJCC, and then I'm gonna get like the guys got me the gun cannon for my birthday, so I got the red one with the 2 cannons.
Yeah. That's a support bot.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get the Nemo, which is the green one, and I'm gonna Sniper 2, and they're just all gonna be like. They're like gonna be in like a Suicide Squad kind of formation.
Nice. Have you watched the 8th MS Team series? Like, what do you think of that? Was that because I know that animation was more modern, but it takes place during that 1-year war, like of that original Gundam storyline.
It was great. I mean, when they shoot that RPG into the open cockpit of one of the suits, I was like, yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They don't pull punches like with their shit. Like, so when you saw that stuff as a younger guy, like a kid, teenager in the 90s, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, because we didn't see shit like that here. You had to fucking see all that import shit to get that. Like, you know? Now it's just like, whatever. You're used to it. But like the Street Fighter movie, like you had to kind of get it on videotape, like bootleg, like if you wanted to see it. And you're seeing Chun-Li's tits. There was like a shower scene. She's like butt naked. So you see her nude, you're like, oh my god.
Was it anime?
Yeah. You never saw the Street Fighter 2?
Not
movie?
the anime.
Dude.
I saw like the movie with Raul Julia.
And you know what? That's like a guilty pleasure fucking movie. Like, it's not a fucking good movie.
Is it Jean-Claude?
But I got that shit on fucking Blu-ray.
Guile? Is it Jean-Claude?
Yeah.
The fighting game, the live action fighting game.
Yeah. That shit was trash. But it was like so it's so bad that it's good. Like, that's what I consider that movie. It's so bad, it's good. And then remember the fucking video game?
Wasn't she like a reporter or
Dude, that's the chick that is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right, it is.
Oh, man. She's fucking aged well. She's still fucking... She's
hot, man.
Yeah, she's hot. Yeah,
I remember seeing that shit in the theaters, and everybody was, dude, did you see Mortal Kombat in the theaters? That's probably like one of the best like movie experiences of my life.
Maybe I did see that with you.
No, because everybody knew what the fuck it was. It was like you're going, you're watching it, you're getting all the techno music. Everybody was just like cheering for the fights, like
Right.
like
you see Goro walk out all
like it's just like
shit.
I remember like seeing that
Highlander is Raiden.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the theater. And then, like, Raiden was like, when he was talking to them, he's like, "You've been chosen, Sonya." And somebody in the theater was like, "Yeah, to suck my dick." And the whole fucking theater, like, just fucking erupted in laughter. It was fucking funny. It was funny. But everybody knew that it was trash, but they were there to have a good time. And that's what made the experience, like, good, you know? So, it was just fun. It was fun.
Look at that lion, though, just holding on strong.
Yeah.
It's like leaning up.
He's doing the fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal.
The swords I totally bent too.
It is the sword of omens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Curved like a penis.
I don't know if it's bent because of the way it's laying right now, or if it's just bad.
You know what? The only thing that bugs me about that Voltron is that the gray looks dull. Like, if that was, like, chromed out, that shit would look a fucking lot.
Yeah, I don't like that it does it like the arm. Like, the arm, they fail on the arms.
Yeah, like, you have to...
I had the opportunity to get that for about $50. My Target had all 5 of them still, and it was on clearance, and it was, like, hidden. And I worked there on Tuesdays, so I had all the discounts ready to stack them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't care about Voltron.
Yeah.
I should have got it just to sell it.
Dude, for fucking $50, that's worth it.
You were working at Target and just have Tuesday?
I work there on Tuesday mornings.
Oh, really? That's
4 hours a week for the discount.
You get that 10% employee card?
10%?
Hand me my wallet right over there. Like, no, you can't buy there.
Yeah, I think the 4 hours is fucking worth it.
That's behind. No.
Well, one of these?
Yeah, mine's not laminated, dude. Mine's old as shit.
Photocopy?
No, it's just. Oh, maybe I guess it is laminated.
I've given out some photocopies.
This is my wife.
Dude, you look different. How old are you there?
I don't know. When
Dude, you look different. You look completely different.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, you do look different.
When was this made? When was this issued? 2012.
That doesn't look like you at all.
No way.
You look like you became a different human being.
I don't even know. Yeah, for me, it's. Yeah, when was this issued?
You look like you're cool now and you weren't cool then.
It's probably the case. Like, I figured it out late
No,
in
I
life.
think I'm just so used to the beard.
Late in life, I figured it out.
The beard is you know what I mean?
Right.
And you don't see somebody, like, without something, it look different.
Hey, turn up. Just turn
I don't even know what it would
light.
be like to not even have the fucking...
Turn it up. Damn, somebody shit their britches.
Yeah, Dom
was farting there the whole night.
God damn.
That shit just fucking permeated into the.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you dim those lights,
Oh, you're going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. No, that's alright. That's
I
alright.
text Tyler, said, "Are you two still coming over there?" He said, "Yes, we need to leave now?" Question mark. I said, "No, just wondered. Got to get everybody situated." I'm not running his shit. He's a grown-ass man.
Wait, is Dustin
Tyler,
whomever?
Dustin Tyler are the last two.
Dustin's gonna sleep here, I guess, and then Tyler, he's gonna have to blow up that other air mattress, I guess.
You can't use the other half of that couch up there?
Wait a minute, but wasn't that Ace's bed? Or was that one that you had here?
No, Ace didn't bring a bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was one. But it was.
I was
It was where Ace slept last night.
Dave brought a bed, and Gary brought 2 beds and stacked them on top of each other.
It's an air box.
Yeah.
I thought that was Ace's. So.
What'd you say?
Dave, let's step outside, bro.
Huh?
Let's step outside.
Where you want to go in there?
What? No, I'm just saying. Can't step outside, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right, now. It's all right. Damn, it smells like this stained earth here.
You know, that's rough when it's...
Oh, he's not on his back. That's bad news. Roll him.
What's up?
No snoring. If he's on his stomach, we won't hear him.
Now he said he doesn't snore unless he's on his back, or I heard it backwards.
And it's usually if you're on your back, it's when you're
That's
snoring.
usually when you do. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm always on my side or my stomach, which is probably why I don't. But
It's
then
like
again, I
face-
wouldn't.
that's like
I
face
wouldn't
down.
know unless somebody else told me. Like, you know.
No, it don't matter. I'm snoring no matter where I'm at.
Well, whatever. Like I heard the snoring, but to me it was like no big deal. Like honestly, I woke up probably like once throughout the night. I heard it. I'm like, whatever.
Look,
Went back to sleep.
if I'm traveling and there's a potential I'll be staying in a room with somebody that I don't normally have in the room, I bring earplugs with me.
Oh, just in case.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I keep them in my travel bag. Some of those little foamy ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Actually, I think Ace had, what was he playing? Like, what was he playing yesterday? Like waves crashing or something? Like somebody needed some kind of like ambiance?
Honestly,
No,
that helped.
that
I
was-
was like, fuck, I'm out. As soon as you play that shit, I was out.
I said I need some kind of sound. He's like, I got you, me too. I was like, that was Ace that put it on.
Yeah.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, oh, but then as soon as you put it on, I was like, that was it.
That's why I like sick pills. Ugh.
So keep your
What is that?
Valtrex?
Allergy
Valtrex?
shit?
One for allergies, one for asthma, because I'm taking steroids for the next 10 days, now 6 days. One for blood pressure, 2 for blood pressure, and one for,
This is such an old
Damn,
game.
you
gotta take
one
some
for
blood
gout.
pressure?
One
You
for
gotta take
gout.
some
You
gout.
taking
How'd you
these?
get the
Yeah,
gout?
I'm taking those. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. It just happened one day. I woke up, my foot was swollen, then my ankle was swollen, then I was like, what the fuck's going on? Then my knee was swollen.
So
I
you
got
take a
it
pill
checked out.
forever?
I just take it every night to prevent from getting, just in case it comes
Bobby
back.
got the
It's
gout
a bad
from too
feeling.
much crap meat.
The gout.
You ever heard him tell that story? He's like,
That's so Maryland.
It is the most Maryland fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, they call it the rich man's disease. It's from eating too much uric acid in here.
I tell you,
So you have to take a pill forever just to so that it may not come back?
Yeah, because this shit is painful.
Sounds like
as fuck.
dependency.
So my brother-in-law he wrestled with me. We wrestled together until I quit wrestling. He kept wrestling. And then he was also willing to cut himself for money. So he went a little further than I did doing the hardcore stuff. You know what that's like, right? That talented garbage bag. So he wrestled this dude one time, and the dude was awful. Like he wouldn't even run the ropes right. Get to the back, and my brother-in-law, I was there. He's like, "Man, what the fuck happened? What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Man, I got the gout that's flared up." Why are you trying to fucking wrestle?
Yeah. No, don't do
Your
that.
gout's flared up.
What does that shit feel like?
All right, so what it is that it's uric acid builds up and it crystallizes in your joints. So your joints start to swell up, and it feels like if you ever sprained or broken something, that's the pain. You can't move.
And is it like in your ankle here?
It would swell up like right here, my whole foot and ankle.
And this is where it would hurt, which is right in here?
Most of the time it would come there. Sometimes just my big toe.
My show.
Sometimes it was
Like
just
your
my
big
knee.
toe, like on the side here, like in the top.
Just the whole toe, like yeah.
I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Alright.
Yeah,
That's
bad.
crazy. Oh, so you've had it more than once?
I was getting it for like on and off for months until I found out what I
I'll see you
had.
tomorrow, mate.
And
Good
then I-
night.
Like, why the fuck is my
Oh, I'm
ankle
coming back.
Oh,
I thought you said you're in bed by 11:30
He said
every
he's
night.
coming back in 20
Weekdays.
minutes.
Oh,
He's watching an episode.
Oh, you're gonna watch the episode?
Yes, and then I'm coming back. I was gonna do that this
Well,
morning.
then
but
not good night.
Forgot about it.
Anti-good night.
And then what's up with some blood pressure medication?
Dude, so from the gout I found out I have kidney disease. You didn't know this?
No.
Yeah, I'm a 25% kidney functioning.
Dang, 25%?
Yeah, total. Well,
Damn.
So I get checked like every 3 months. I have to go for blood, like workup. It's called.
That's why you had a baby. You're hoping she can give you a kidney?
No, fucking ass.
You're like, listen, I need to harvest these organs.
That's such a him question. Fucking
Long-term
credit
investment.
and a kidney. That's right, baby. You white baby.
Oh my god.
So how did that? Is that just a hereditary thing?
No, so through I knew I had high blood pressure, but I was apparently taking the wrong medication for a while. Well, not enough, or not. I wasn't checking it out enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I caught it at 25, and I haven't changed in 2 years, which is good. But I was taking things also that were fucking me up. You know what I mean? Like I was working out, I was drinking protein and creatine.
Right.
Crazy. And my kidneys weren't filtering it out quick enough. They were just getting more damaged. I was eating fast food more, sodium like crazy, soda like crazy, So I just cut most of that out, and I get my work up, and knock on wood, I haven't got worse. So
That's good.
Yeah. But at first it was scary, so I was getting like tests. You know, people were coming in to get like to donate, like family members and shit. And I found two potential. One's already out because now he has fucking hepatitis C.
Oh, that's not. That's
no. He can't give me an organ now because just can't. And then the other one's like a perfect match. My cousin. Turns out it's my mother's sister's son. His name's David as well. It's like it couldn't ask for a better match. From a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the best, he's a 1. So hopefully he stays alive. Just, you know what I mean?
So is that something like eventually they can't just
like there's no time in telling. Like, you know, I can go next year and they'll be like, dude, you're at 19%. We gotta start scheduling.
Or maybe hopefully he doesn't stay alive.
Or I'm like, you know what? You're at 25. Like for the last 2 years I've been, and they're like, you're doing fine.
I just picture that shit like a fuel gauge, and your kidneys
are
like,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Well, like compared to yours, like let's say like this is yours. I'm not saying a kidney's that big.
No, but I got you.
Mine is already like this.
They're just like you got two.
It's like a
beans,
raisin.
2 little
Yours
beans back there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
2 little beans.
It's crazy that both of them are jacked, and like not just one.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them's dead, the other one's in a half.
Yeah, for real.
You only need one. That's the thing. You only need one.
Yep.
I'll give you one, bro. When we get tested, if I match, I'll give you one.
I don't take that shit.
What do you have to do for that? Just get a blood test or something?
So you gotta go. Yeah, New York Presbyterian is where I go, and you get tested and they see if you're compatible.
Would that be my choice?
So the thing is, it's funny.
Would that be my choice?
O positive, so I can give anybody blood.
I'm A negative, which I think is anybody from.
Dave, I'm the opposite. I'm AB positive. I can only take people's blood.
Yeah.
The selfish blood type.
Yeah, I think mine is the type that anybody could get it.
But I also have a friend. She's my kid's godmother. She's not a match, but what she can do if she's healthy enough at the time comes is give one, get one. So like she's matched somebody else, and then I would get somebody else's.
Okay.
But I was also on the list, but they took me off the list because I wasn't getting worse.
Yeah.
So
would it be my choice?
Like,
if you ran into an issue, and if like we were a match, could I say I want you to get my shit? Like not that my shit would have to go to somebody else on the list.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Hold it over his
and
head.
who pays for that operation?
Hold him over his
for
head.
you.
Oh,
he's not going to get
it
a
will
kidney.
come from mine.
To go to him.
Oh, your insurance would cover that?
I think so. Yeah, because I asked that. What if the person doesn't have insurance? It's like my insurance would cover it.
I mean, I got it.
But even like if you have it, I just feel like my insurance would be like, man, we're not paying for that. You're doing this voluntarily.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
No, you were talking about the gout. There's a guy he's the older guy who's one of my peers. He's got the gout, and alcohol flares it up.
Yeah, alcohol too. That's why I don't drink often.
Yeah.
Beer. It's not really alcohol. It's beer.
That's fucking rough, man. I'm so glad. Like when I hear like about allergies, shit like that, like all these fucking ailments that people go through, I'm like, hell, I'm fucking.
Lucky
thank God I never have to go through any of that shit. Like
I'm Bubble Boy. I'm on medication.
I had no idea of that.
I didn't know you were dying, man.
I'm not. Don't say that.
I was like, man, speaking of allergies.
I don't have any allergies.
But that like what you said, you just took some pills. I had to get it. I had to get an EGD a couple of years ago because I was getting fucking heartburn. Like I'm like, yo, I was like in pain, and I got an EGD, and the gastroenterologist was like, you have a gastric patch.
For a legit 20 minutes, so we can go do that.
Yeah, but how the fuck are you gonna get out with King Kong Bundy bed over there?
Yeah, we could get around this.
Yeah, we'll get around.
The door opens up on the far side.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Wait, what did you have? You had a gastric patch?
She said I had a gastric patch in my throat that was secreting acid into my esophagus, so that's what was giving me the heartburn. She was like, this is something that you have for life. So she gave me a prescription. So like he's saying he's taking pills for high blood pressure, gout, and he has to take that. They prescribed me something called omeprazole, which basically deads that. I took it for a few months, and when I stopped taking it for a couple of days, I felt it. I'm like, ugh. But so I went, took it, and eventually I was like, I don't want to take this. I don't like fucking taking a pill every day. Right. I stopped taking it. I felt better, but I changed my diet. Like, kind of got a little bit better with my eating. Control. It hasn't come back since, so I haven't taken those pills since. But the doctor told me that's not something that goes away. Like, you have that.
This is like a
So I don't feel it, but
thing?
Yeah. So I felt like heartburn like about a week ago. But, like, that's the first time I felt it in, like, a couple of years.
Are you like, great, it's coming back?
Yeah, I got scared. I was like, fuck, I'm going to need a script or something. But it was, like, 5 minutes, went away, so I'm like, all right.
You're like, all right,
I haven't got any of that shit yet. I'm glad.
You're young, brother. Stay taking care of yourself.
No, I'm gonna be 29 in 8 minutes.
Birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, bro.
Yes. Happy birthday! Well, I remember hearing it. I was like, I'll remember that. I didn't remember the song. Happy birthday. So I brought it up earlier. I think it was Plastic Fanatics I was listening to. Yeah, you were like, my birthday is actually, it's like Skullfest Sunday or something like that. The Sunday of Skullfest. So I was like, I remember that. So when I see Bricks, I just tell him happy birthday.
I was talking about how the guys got me some gifts.
From Stasis Lock,
like, oh, when's your birthday? Or, oh, it's your birthday? Well, it is. It will be.
That's what I meant, because I was like, wait, I didn't see anything like online or whatever. So then when you said no, it's
Facebook has told me 4 times lately, hey, your birthday's coming out. I'm like, how the fuck old am I?
Take off from Facebook.
Word up.
I never knew that was happening. I'm like, oh, it's on my birthday already? You got a birthday coming up.
Yes, yeah, they want you to like donate proceeds or something to something. I was like, who's giving me money through Facebook, and why would I then give it to you?
Well, I remember I felt bad. I'm like, damn, his fucking birthday passed. I didn't say happy birthday, but when you were like, oh, it's coming up. Happy birthday, Bricks. Hope you guys really enjoyed that. Nice, cool conversation between the fellas Saturday night after we got back from Bobby's. Such a good time there, as we said. And as always, it's appreciated when Bobby invites us down for the barbecue and the food and the drinks and the good times, you know. Always lots of good memories made there at Skullfest. I missed the last one because my stepdaughter was leaving for the National Guard, and my girlfriend wanted to do just hang out and do something for her before she headed out. So I had to miss the last one, which tore me up once I heard all the good stories. But I had a really, really good time at this one. Took a lot of nice pictures. So if you want to check those out, they are posted in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. And I posted a bunch on Instagram, so you could check those out there as well. I'll give you all the details in a minute. Thanks for listening to the episode, guys. I think that's going to be it for this evening. Thanks for the download, as always. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Always trying to do something a little different here as we move along. So before we head out, just a few shout outs. Remember to check out the Realm of Collectors website, realmofcollectors.com. Check us out on YouTube channel, Realm of Collectors. We're on Facebook, Realm of Collectors, Instagram, @Realm of Collectors. Check out Breaking the Mold every single Tuesday nights. It's a podcast that I host along with the rest of the fellas. We're actually doing the rotating hosting, like we said, so having a lot of fun doing that. So please check us out, because the latest episode, we'll be talking about Skullfest. So check it out. And check out the rest of the shows on the Cool Table Network. So Censor the Realm, Shattercast Uncut, Toy Detox, Nerd Rage Radio, Beer and Bolters 40K, Plastic Fanatics, building up to it, Fresh Communication, and of course, Breaking the Mold. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Wasn't reading from a list. I'm trying to do this all from memory, guys. So if I forgot anybody, I'm sincerely apologize. I'll get you next week, I'm sure, once I'm a little bit more prepared. That's it. If you want to follow me, find me everywhere at HarikenBx. Don't try to search Jose Diaz on Facebook. As I said, you'll never find me. I'm HarikenBx all over social media. So that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network. Hit me up there if you so desire to. So that's it, guys. That's the episode. Thank you for listening once again. We'll be back real soon with the next one. All right, so take care. Peace out.